So most people say they want to build muscle, burn fat, and lose some body weight. But none of that's gonna happen if you're not getting enough protein. The actual truth is that you need about 1 gram per body weight, guys. So if you weigh about 170 pounds, you need 170 grams of protein. Well, in this video, I'm gonna talk about the most convenient, easy ways that you can add more protein in your diet without changing it so much, and some of the things that work for me. If you're about simple strategies just like me, hit that subscribe button so that way you're not missing out on any of these weekly tips. Let's dive in. So let's talk about protein, guys, and why it's super important. You gotta understand why you even concerned with protein. It's one of the most important macronutrients out there. Not only does protein help you stay fuller longer, but it's gonna help you build more muscle on top of that and help you recover. And unlike carbs and fats, guys, your body doesn't store extra protein. So we have to make sure we're getting enough daily. So let's start with some of the basic things that you can start doing in terms of your meals. One of the most convenient ways to add more protein to your diet, believe it or not, guys, is with eggs. Each egg has about 6 to 7 grams of protein, which if you eat 4 or 6 of them, should be a good amount per meal. Another thing you could also rely on is protein powders, any of the protein supplements, that way to add more convenient ways to your diet. Most protein supplements have anywhere from 20 to 25 grams of protein per scoop. And so if you're so busy on time and you're a very busy individual, or you just have to get to class, or you're a busy student, then it's a more convenient way to drink it while you're in class or at work or on your way to work. Some other things you can also rely on are some grains like oats. You can rely on keto tortillas, keto bread. All these things that are keto based will help you add more protein into your diet, because a lot of these foods, guys, that are keto based, they rely more heavily on protein and the carbs are a little bit lower. So if you're really struggling and hitting that protein goal, then you might want to switch to a bread that's more keto based, or switch to tortillas that is more keto based, like how I'm doing in my own diet. Another helpful food item that you can also add is cheese as well. Although be careful with cheese, just because you might be higher in fats in your diets. But if your diet allows for it, or your meal plan allows for it, then go ahead and add the cheese to your eggs or whatever meal you want to add to, like tacos, for example. In terms of meat, guys, what you want to really heavily rely on is steak, ground beef, chicken breast. You can do chicken thighs, but I would suggest leaning towards leaner meats, salmon, or any type of leaner fish that's out there. Tuna is also very helpful too. Most tuna is lower in calories and it's very convenient to get a good amount of protein per serving. Some other hacks that you guys can add towards your day is getting protein bars from your favorite brand. Actually, you can go Gorilla Mind, you can go to C-Bones brand. Any brand works as long as it's anywhere from 120 to 150 calories per 20 grams of protein or 15 grams of protein. That's a good amount when it comes to the calories to protein ratio. A lot of these protein bars are not gonna keep you full, but they're good snacks and good alternatives to have in between your meals or while you're at work or when you're on your way to going to the house. Some other like protein shakes that you can have that are already on the go are some of my favorites, just like Fairlife or the Quest or the Premier Proteins. You can add that to your coffee if you're a coffee person like me. That way you're able to get your caffeine along with your protein goal. We also gotta strategically tweak some things throughout the day, guys. If you feel like you're not eating enough, and I know it's hard because I used to be a hard gainer and I used to be skinny, like some of you guys watching right now, but I'm gonna need to double up your portion on some of your meats. With each meal, we have to strategically hit a certain amount of protein per meal. As you're planning throughout the day what you're going to eat, let's say it's 4 meals or 5 meals, which each meal, to be able to hit your goals just as well and not miss it, I want you to eat about anywhere from 30 grams of protein upwards to 50 grams of protein per meal. The reason I say this is because in the beginning of the day, guys, it is a lot easier to hit your protein goals or get close to it versus towards the end of the day when you're already tired, already coming home from work, and already getting ready for bed. For some people, you might not have the chance to do that. And so I would rather you have a surplus of protein in the beginning of the day for your breakfast and towards the end of the day. In the middle, I would say just have the protein bars like how we mentioned, or just have your protein shakes. Whichever one works and whichever one's convenient for you. But we want to make sure we're hitting anywhere from 30 grams of protein per meal upwards to 50 grams of protein. I'm telling you, this is going to make your life much more convenient and much easier. The next thing I want you guys to do is track it. I want you to track how you're already eating throughout the day, figure out your baseline, and from there, find out the goal that you're trying to reach of whatever body weight you're at, and then slowly start implementing the changes. The reason I say this is because you're not gonna be able to change it right away, and your body needs some buffer period to adjust because you are going to get very full. Remember how I said protein helps you stay full? Yeah, if you're not used to eating that amount and you have to, let's say, double up your portions because you're only hitting halfway towards your goal, then you're gonna get full very fast. Which is why I was suggesting for you guys first to spread it out in between meals. But if you don't have that opportunity, try your best to eat a lot in the beginning of the day. Protein bars is gonna make your life easier because it helps you spread it out throughout the day. And listen guys, if some meals you gotta eat a little bit lighter per gram, that's fine. Let's say for the first meal you're eating like 15 and then the next one you're eating more like 60, that's okay guys. There's more than one right answer to do this, and everybody's life and everybody's lifestyle is completely different. You gotta do what works for you. My job right here, right now, is to provide the suggestions and anything else that's worked for me. But yeah guys, you want to track all of it. MyFitnessPal works if you go into the app store or whatever app store, whatever phone you have, download MyFitnessPal, tell it what goal you're trying to reach, and then start manually inputting all the meals that you're eating. That way it can add up all the protein that you have for the day, and in the app it's gonna tell you how much protein you're missing for the day. That way to hit your daily goal. And trust me guys, you're gonna be very shocked and super aware of how much you're actually hitting it or not. Like, you're gonna think that you are getting towards your daily goal, but I promise you, most of you guys are not. And that's part of the reason why you're not building muscle. It's not that you're not working out hard enough, but it's you're not fueling your body with the nutrients that it needs. Protein are literally the building foundation for your muscles. Think about your muscles as like hardworking workers and your body being the house. If the workers don't have enough brick or foundation to build the house, then they're never gonna get it done. It's gonna be an unfinished project every single time. And you're just gonna be running in circles, burning yourself out. So here's a quick recap of what we just talked about, guys. Number one, we need to add certain foods that's gonna help us hit that protein goal for each meal. Number two, we need to start doubling up our portions for each meal. That way we can make sure we're hitting the daily goal that we need throughout the day. This doesn't mean you need to do it very fast. Do it slowly. Number three, we need to start tracking everything, create a baseline. That way we can know where we're at and then slowly start getting into it. And lastly, guys, we need to make sure we stay on track. This is not an easy thing to do, but we need to remind ourselves of the goal we have and where we're headed and where we want to get to. Once you start making these changes and you keep continuing along the goal, alongside with hitting your protein goals, I'm telling you, you're gonna come so much farther in your gym progress. So now that you know more convenient ways of how to add protein to your diet, I want you to click on this video over here where I talk about how to stop being skinny fat. I go more in depth on the importance of your macronutrients and what's the right amount that you need to have. I'll see you guys in the next video.